All praise to the Most High. If you ain't with me, you're against me. Dig this here, brother. It's VII The Street Prophet checking in with another episode of True Scene Ministries, bro. My weekly ministry that I shoot every Sunday at 11 a.m. Central Time. I know I'm a little late today, bro. I was a little tired throughout the week. So it was a little rough getting up this morning, but I'm here. And so today, bro, y'all come on in, take your seats. Shout out to Bigo Live, man. I'm live on YouTube as well. So if y'all want to come check it out on YouTube Live, make sure y'all tune in on YouTube Live. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is July the 11th. I'm sorry, July the 12th. Today is the 12th, if I ain't mistaken. Let me see. Yes, today is the 12th, 2026. And this morning, bro, I wanted to talk about trust. I want to talk about trust this morning. You did? We're going to talk about trust today. So before we begin, man, I'm a man that believe in the power of the Most High, I believe in the Holy Scriptures, and I believe in the power of prayer. So with that being said, to all my listeners and to all my viewers, please bow your heads, palms up in a moment of respect so we can give all praise to the Most High for another day of purpose. All praise to the Most High. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us for our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from all sin and all evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory is yours, now and forever. And when we believe, we say your most holy name, and in Jesus' name, amen. All right, man, let's jump into this ding, bro. Let's jump into the ding. Now, one thing about me, what I like to do is I treat this as I speak in teaching form. You feel me? I have a gift of a spiritual gift, a gift of prophecy. I'm clairvoyant. You feel me? And my goal is to mediate God's truth, his voice and his heart to you. It's not for me to make you follow me. It's not for me to make you follow some type of code or dogma that I'm teaching. No, I'm teaching the word of God. I'm teaching life transformation and how to get spiritually wise, spiritual wellness, spiritual warfare. That's what I perfect in. That's what I'm known to be affiliated with. That's what I have a passion for. You know, the spiritual wellness of myself and for others. This is what I was sent on this earth to do. Now today, like I said, I like to teach. I like to speak in teach form. So I always advise people to have a good pen and paper next to you. Have your holy scriptures. Every Sunday, when you come to this ministry, have you some pen and paper, somewhere you can write notes, and make sure you have your holy scriptures next to you so you can keep up with the truth. This is not opinion-based. This is a truth-based platform. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not compromising with that. This is a truth-based platform. This is not nothing I feel is my opinion. This is the truth that every son and daughter of God that's around the world is responsible to deliver. The Great Commission is about reaching your highest potential, and with the success from your highest potential are the blessings that you grab souls and bring them. You know, you're going to be able to get souls because you're going to be able to impact people by being the highest version of yourself. So when you become the highest version of yourself and you start to impact souls, souls are going to be attracted to you and move towards you. Now, when they move towards you, You got to let them know the truth or where you got this power from. This causes the transformation. This causes the conversion. This causes the faith to get stronger. You feel me? And you're not the one gonna make them believe, all change, all convert. God's spirit is the one that helps them to convert and believe. But you just like get used up to be the vessel. You like the alley-oop, if that makes sense. You did? So today I wanted to talk about trust, bro. I want to talk about trust today. And I got y'all for an hour. So get your pen and paper, open up your holy scriptures, and we about to get into it. All right, man, we talking about trust. Now, the reference point that we're going to be reading from today, we're talking about trust today. The message of trust. The message of trust. What that look like? How many of y'all been trying to figure all this out on your own? You've been taking care of your bills on your own. You've been taking care of your kids on your own. You feel me? You've been on your own since you probably was young. Some of y'all been on your own since teenagers. You feel me? And you're trusting in your own knowledge to fix things. But how that's been going? Has it been going good? You know, is it difficult to do everything by yourself? I know from experience and due to my pride, and you know, I come from a prideful family, you know, where we independent, we make stuff happen. But remember that we are spiritual beings first, meaning that God created you in the heavens. So that means you have a divinity and a divine power that you can activate inside of you. So that means you're a hybrid, bro. You're spirit and flesh fused together. You feel me? And you fuse together like that because God made you that way for a purpose. So that means when he created you for a purpose. But that's your father, you know, that's your creator. Your creator, you're supposed to trust him, you know, or your mother or your father. You should be able to trust your mother and father to lead you, guide you, protect you, feed you, right? Give you provision. This is what parents are supposed to do. They are responsible for your health, your spirituality, and your education. Even you as a parent, some of y'all are parents. You're responsible for the spirituality of that child, their faith. You're responsible for their protection. You're responsible for their guidance, their health, their education. So it's the same thing of us, bro. God is responsible for our soul. He's responsible for our guidance, for our wisdom. You feel me? For our purpose. He's responsible. If he created you, then that means we are his creation and we are his responsibility. So when we figured out that we have a creator, we have to trust the creator. We have to trust that whatever he made us for is going to work according to his greater good. We have to trust that no matter what we see in the physical, it's going to work for our greater good. No matter what hardship we go through, we have to trust in the higher power that means us greater good, not ourselves. So today, bro, to solve the solution of trust, some of y'all trust your mama, you trust your husbands and your wives and your family members and strangers more than you trust the creator. You trust everybody that God created. You trust everything that he created over the creator. How can you respect the gift before the gifter, the power that gave you the gift? Why not love that? Why not respect and trust that? So let's get into it. I want y'all today turn into the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 5 through 6 this morning. The book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 5 through 6. And I'm going to give y'all a second or two to get there. And when y'all get there, type Reddit in the comments, and we're going to pull the trigger on that. I'm going to give y'all a second or two to get there. All right, y'all should be turned to there. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 through 6. And let's read. It says, starting from verse 5, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not depend on your own understanding. Seek his will in all that you do, and he will show you which path to take. The word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. Now, the first line I want to go over when it says, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not depend on your own understanding. This is the first line. Trust in the Lord, trust in God, trust in the Most High, trust in Jesus Christ with all of your heart, not some, not a piece, all of your heart. And do not depend on your own understanding. Now let's break that down. When it says trust in the Lord, what's up, DJ Dizzy? With all of your heart, not some. What would that mean, Seven? That means wholeheartedly, whether you scared, whether you afraid, whether you have fear, whether you don't understand. It's like a trust fall. Y'all ever heard that? Trust fall. And they be putting their hand like this and just fall back and just rely on a person to catch them. You can't expect anything. Believe everything about the Most High. Don't expect, but believe everything he's telling you is going to come true. You feel me? Trust in the Lord with all your heart, every part of you, and don't lean on your own understanding. So what that means is, in any situation, don't think you got the answer. See, I went through that at a lot of times in my life, bro. Whereas, you know, as human beings, we tend to try to fix things as soon as it go wrong. As soon as something off balance, as soon as something go left, the first thing we try to do as spiritual beings, as human beings on this earth, is you try to fix it. You're going to try to fix it right when it happened. That's the first thing we try to do. We try to fix it. And what happens when you try to fix it immediately? It's when you try to fix something immediately, especially without letting it take its course, not settling, not gauging, not trying to find the solution or the root, you just instantly won't fix it. Well, you got to think about like a wound, a gunshot wound, a stab wound, right? Any type of serious injury. When we have serious injuries, do we put Band-Aids over a serious injury? So when trials and tribulations happens, that's causing serious wounds to us, man or woman, naturally your job is to say, I want to put a Band-Aid over it so I can keep going. Let me just glaze over this. Let me just, It's all right. It ain't that serious. And you try to figure it out on your own. You try to move forward on your own, which is a grave mistake. Remember, I told y'all that we spiritual beings first, bro. Meaning you got a spirit, a soul, a consciousness that travels. And that soul is aware in that body. Your soul is trapped inside of that vessel that you got. And your soul leans on a power that's greater than your understanding. God is greater than your understanding. But he said, trust in the Lord with all your heart. So when something go wrong, or you come into a hardship, you're supposed to stop yourself and say, God, I don't know why this is happening, but I pray and ask for your deliverance. I pray that it work to your greater good. I pray that this work to your greater good. I don't know what's going on, but I trust that it's working for your greater good. Now, let me show you the next line. It says, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not depend on your own understanding. Don't think you got to figure it out. Don't think you know the answer. Even if you have wisdom, even if you know right from wrong, let me show you something. If you know what right from wrong, right? Even if you have mastered the arts or whatever, when something happens in your life, trial or tribulation, it might be happening for a divine reason. It might not have nothing to do with you being punished or you learning a lesson. This might be happening. Something might be happening with you because God needs a release or a deliverance for somebody else, and He using you up to do it. But if things go to happening and something go left, and you're trying to figure it out on your own, you start saying, let me fix this. Without consult with the Creator, with God, all praise to the Most High. He might have wanted you to holler at Him first to see what was going on. He might have said, God, why this happening to me right now? But instead of asking Him what His will or the lesson was in this trial or tribulation or this job loss or this relationship breakup or, this family betrayal or this family secrets, and whatever it is that's throwing you off and knocking you off your square, you can't fix it by yourself. You can't fix it in the spirit without consulting with the Creator. Ain't no money gonna fix it, genuinely. Because see, if y'all could pay everything off, that's what you'll be doing. If you could pay off trouble, if you could pay off demons to stop attacking you, to stop testing you, you'll do it. But in reality, you can't pay a demon to stop attacking your family. You can't pay a demon to stop attacking your finances. You can't pay a demon to stay away from your children, especially if you got letting entities all in and outside your house performing witchcraft and voodoo, sleeping with multiple partners. You got to realize the type of energies you're letting around you. It's a spiritual, I keep saying it over and over. The more you think this is just a physical warfare and that you can just fight this yourself, it gets harder and harder. It gets worse and worse. That's like bringing a knife to a gunfight. You swinging trying to hit a ghost with a gun. Some of y'all, you think it's really your partner. You really think it's family members. You really think it's co-workers that's rising up against you. You think that's personal beef from these individuals, not knowing this ain't nothing but evil spirits and these things that you ain't faced yet. This is why I keep recircling and recycling in your life. And it's coming through different people, places, and things. You think it's teeted, but that's the same evil spirit you've been dealing with for a long time that done jumped in the teeted, that done jumped in the mom, that done jumped in the uncle, that done jumped in the best friend, that done jumped in the partner, co-worker. And you keep saying, everybody against me. Everybody don't like me. It's not that. Most definitely, the evil spirits don't like you for sure. Satan don't like you for sure. The fallen don't like you for sure. But the difference is you're not protected against the fallen ones. You're not protected. So this is why I say trust in the Lord with all your heart, not yourself. It didn't say trust in myself, believe in myself. You know what they like to say, just believe in yourself. No, believe in God. Believe God could do it, because you can't. Believe the Creator could do it, because you can't. Whenever y'all saying, I got to believe in myself, or they telling you just believe in yourself and it can happen. No, what they really saying is if you believe in the Creator, He can use you to make it happen. If you believe. Y'all talking about believe in myself and it's going to happen. You got to believe in the Creator first. What you going to do? Divinely, that's going to help you. Without the backing of God. Without the power of the Creator backing you. Without that umbilical cord being attached to you. What you going to do without God's power? Don't you know Satan like to come up against y'all who believe? All y'all like to say, I'm a believer and I'm chosen and I go to church every day and all that. Well, guess what? You should be going through the worst right now, because that's the one God wants. That's the one Satan wants too. The one that's living in obedience, your relationship going to be under attack the most. Your job going to be under scrutiny the most. Your finances going to be sketchy the most, because you chose a side. You said, man, I'm choosing God's side. So now your rewards got to come from God. You see how this goes? Before then, you was getting all your rewards from Satan. And you claimed that was coming from God, not knowing that them blessings wasn't coming from God. That's why you couldn't keep them. Some of us have received things and you swear up and down that come from God. Oh, God bless me with that. But while you lose it, God ain't going to give you nothing without giving you the wisdom to sustain it or multiply it. Yes, you can have things removed from you when you haven't figured out that you can't put it before God. So trust in the Lord with all your heart, even if you don't believe that that's going that way. You could say, man, look, I don't understand why that's happening, but God said, trust me with all his heart, so I'm going to just do that. I'm going to trust him with all my heart. And then what happened when you trust him with all your heart? Well, let's read. It says, seek his will in all that you do. Look, they don't want to hear that. See, y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all don't like to be told what to do. You don't like to be given instruction. You don't like to follow divine order. And this is why things go left. This is why you can't keep a relationship. This is why your marriages dissipate. This is why your finances dwindle. Because you do it on your own. You think that you can solidify and do this on your own. You don't feel like you got to consult with God about nothing. But what it say? Seek his will in all that you do, and he will show you which path to take. So if something happened in your life and you don't know why it's happening, the first thing you do is ask God, God, what is your lesson from this? What you trying to teach me? What is your will in this? Don't go to trying to fix it on your own and making up a solution. If something happening to you in life, right, and it's out the blue, it's throwing you left, it's kind of off balance, it's knocking you off your square, you have to stop and know that this is ordained. Something happening for you to learn a lesson. Not for you to run from it, not for you to destroy it, not for you to ignore it, but to face it head on and give it to the Most High, because there's a lesson in it and there's a purpose in it. Why is this happening? You ask yourself, okay, if I was doing good all week, and now all of a sudden here comes Sunday, what happened? What happened Saturday? Why everything? And it might not be nothing you did. You feel me? But it was a lesson learned, of a lesson that needed to be learned of why it's happening. It ain't nothing you doing. It just means you have to learn a lesson. It's time for a lesson. So when it says seek his will in all that you do, meaning every time you make a plan, you heard me? God should be included. No plan should be being made without you getting divine instruction or leadership from God. He has to show. See me, bro? I'm to the point now. At first, I wasn't moving like that. But boy, from the things that done happened for me in the last 2 years, when I tried to make my own decision, the world is flat, my brother, to answer your question. So I said to myself, man, I ain't making no more decisions without getting divine instruction first, because when I create and God is not involved, I wind up losing the thing I'm creating, or it wind up not coming to fruition. Some of us have pursued jobs, you've pursued relationships, you feel me? You done pursued friendships, business opportunities and ventures that didn't have nothing to do with God. God did not tell you to do that. That's why I say trust in the Lord with all your heart. You don't know what you're doing here on this earth. All you know is that you're supposed to co-create. This is the most that y'all know. The most that you know is that you're here to create. You was made by a creator, and your job is to create. The only thing y'all forgetting to understand or remember is that you here to walk with God. This is a co-creation thing, meaning you walk with him. You co-create with him. You don't create without his cognizance, without him knowing. When you create, you say, God, do you want me to do this? What's next? So how this normally used to go, bro, in the days of old, when God would select people to do things for him on this earth, and it still go like that to this day. Sometime, bro, God is going to call you to a thing. And when you figure out what that is, when he called you to do something, you feel me? He going to say, do this thing. And when you do it, you just be obedient, right? Don't hesitate. Whenever he show you, just do it. Delayed disobedience is disobedience. Well, what you mean, Seven? Some of y'all parents, when you give an order to your son or to your daughter, you expect them to move when you tell them to move, huh? Huh? Cat got y'all tongue? I'm asking y'all a question. If you have a child out there, because y'all act like y'all retarded or something, bro. You heard me? I'm talking to you. So if you have a child, huh? When you have a child, don't you expect your child to do what you say do when you ask them to do it immediately? Or y'all accept y'all child with delayed disobedience? When you tell your child, go take that trash out. I'm smelling the trash. Go take the trash out. And they just keep on playing the game. What do that make you feel like? When you tell your child to take the trash out after you know it's stinking there. The house stinking, matter of fact, that's his duty or her duty. You done told your child, hey, your job is to take the trash out every day. If it get full, switch the bag out, go bring it to the yard, switch the bag out. That's your job. So here it is, the trash done started stinking. In the house, got the whole house stinking. Mama not coming, dad ain't gonna come in. If it's your duty, you feel what I'm saying? Daddy ain't gonna, come over you and just take the trash out. Daddy about to come call your ass out here and say, why? Come take this trash out. Why the trash not took out? But let you keep playing the game when he done gave an order. Why I'm giving y'all this analogy is because this is what you do to the Creator. Huh? You see how that feel? Your children do it to you, and you want respect. You want order in your house. You want orders obeyed. So why you not obeying orders? Because guess what? Dad and mama got orders to obey too. You want to give orders. Huh? You want your child to listen to you, but you ain't listening to your Creator. Ain't that a bitch? You want to tell your daughter and your son, oh, you need to follow rules. You need to listen to me. But God calling you and been calling you to answer him and be obedient. You ain't listening to him. So just like he said, trust in the Lord with all your heart, you want your child to trust in you with all their heart. But how they going to trust in you and you don't trust in the Most High with all your heart? Seek him first in all that you do. Some of y'all, and you know I ain't lying. Some of y'all, you've been working a 9 to 5. You did. And some of y'all got partners that done went and started a business. Right? Some of it successful too. You know they was right there with you at one point. Excuse me. Some of y'all, you're mad that your friend done started a business and done took off. And not understanding that was God's will to be done. It was timing. It was divine timing. That don't mean God ain't forgot about you. That don't mean that your friend not going to go through hardships and trials and tribulations, which you shouldn't be wishing that on them anyway. It's divine timing. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Trust that your time is coming. But what happened? This is what we do. Friend done started the business, huh? Especially if you ain't secure, especially if you don't know your calling or your purpose or why you here. So what happens, 7? This is what happened when you don't trust in God. Your partner done started a business. Boom, they was working at the same job with you. Boom, they quit the job. The business took them to another level. Now, comparison is the thief of all joy. Instead of congratulating or being happy, see, out of love make everything better. But when you operate from low spirits and low energy, you feel me? You can't see God. You can't see love. So guess what you did? Guess what stupid shit we do as friends? We laid there. Oh, they started their business. I'm about to go start me a business. Did God tell you to start that business? Did he? You see how fast we could go left? You see how fast things could decline just by you not being yourself, just by you living a fraudulent frequency. You mimicking the life of somebody else. You not being congratulatory when your friend succeeded. All this evil and wicked and low energy coming from you not believing in the Most High. You not trusting in his will. You not trusting in divine timing. You only trusting in your passions and your desires and your emotions. Why me, God? I want to start a business. I want money. I want this. I want. You don't trust him. This is why you don't have, because you don't trust. You don't even trust yourself. So the Most High is saying, if you want everything to fall in your will, if you want it to align with what you naturally called to do, you feel me? Then you got to seek his will. And he going to show you the path. So what that look like? Okay, let me show you what it look like on the opposite end. Let's use that scenario again. Let's say your friend was working at the same job with you, right? They start their own business. Once they started, boom, you know about it, boom. They was able to quit their job. Business becomes a success. Now, as a child of God, as a son and a daughter of God, chosen one, all y'all who saying I'm chosen and I'm a believer and I'm full of light and all this, All this y'all want to claim, that come with a price. Because see, when you full of light, God wants you to move like him. He wants you to move with grace and love and understanding and wisdom. Not jealousy, not envy, not pride, not emotion. So how this look when friend get the job? I mean, when friend started the business and you still at the job and y'all separate as far as, purpose, your friend still your friend. They just went up another notch. So the job is not to become jealous of that friend. It's not to not trust in God to say, God, look, I'm feeling a type of way. This is an honest prayer. God, I'm feeling a type of way. I want to be removed from my job as well. You know what I'm saying? But I want you to take that from me. I want to be happy for my friend. So I ask you to give me the strength and the courage and the patience to wait on my time. And for me to be able to love my friend and support my friend for their success. Please give me the strength to do that. In Jesus' name. That's you using your divinity. Why? Because you're human. Envy is natural. It's natural. It's natural to be working 10 years and your partner ain't worked 10 years, but after that you worked hard 10 years and your partner ain't do no work, but after the 10th year, your partner gets some type of lucky break, like hit the lottery, get put on with a six-figure income on some random type of vibe. Your job is not to ask, why did that happen? It don't have nothing to do with you. Remember, God says, seek his will. It was his will that happened. So when we run into situations that we don't understand, bro, God has given us the solution. Not to trust in ourselves, but soon as it happened, we say, God, let your will be done in this. Not my will, but your will. And show me what path to take, what lesson to learn in this. What lesson you want me to learn in this? Stop trying to figure it out and ask him. Before you make a move, Lord, I don't know why this is happening. Show me what this is. Show me this lesson you want me to learn from this, or why this even took place in my reality. But one thing you should not do is when something go wrong in your life and you get tested and the trial and tribulation come or something that vexes you, I advise men and women, brothers and sisters, my call and my message to you is to stop immediately. Don't try to make a solution right then and there. Listen, bro, you could get the worst call in the world. I know panic set in. You get a call, say somebody died. Stop. Don't panic. Even if you get a call about somebody in emergency room, something terrible happened. Stop yourself. All of this is designed to put you in a panic and to make you trust in your own knowledge. This is how Satan moves. But God set it up in a way to test you, meaning, let me see what they're going to do if I allow X, Y, Z. It's not a game, but the Most High want to see what you going to do when things hit the fan. Are you going to go to him like he said to do? Trust in him with all your heart. Don't depend on your understanding. Seek his will so he could show you the way, or you're going to try to fix it on your own because you need a bill paid, or you don't want your child to die, or you don't want to die, or whatever reason you go to making up of why you're moving how you're moving. Well, I had to pay a bill. I was about to get evicted. So you went and did some immoral shit and compounded the problem. Like me, I was, I used to use my daughter for a scapegoat all the time for the low down things I wanted to do. I wanted to sell dope so I could make a quick money. I used to say, man, I'm hustling for living. Just to make it, you're not saying it at the time, but consciously, that's what we do. We make an excuse for why we move immorally to take care of business. The whole time God be looking like, dang, I'm right here. You don't want my help? I can help you. You ain't got to sell drugs, If you let me help you, you ain't got to go to OnlyFans. If you let me help you, you ain't got to go kill him. If you let me help you. You see how this go? Any situation, not just some, all situations, bro. I done disciplined myself with this right now. I just did it yesterday. Something happened. I was having a peaceful day. And next thing you know, phone call. Next thing you know, text. Next thing you know, email. And you're like, man, all at one time. And before I go to trying to figure something out, guess what I said? Lord, I don't know why this happened, but let your will be done. Show me what lesson you want to teach me in this. Y'all see where I'm at? And let me show you what it do. I'm getting chills saying this. Not only when you move like that, do it relieve the anxiety, it stops the overthinking, it gives you patience. And my favorite thing, it helps me to be able to function and move forward doing other things, rather me staying stuck on 3 things that went left that I have no control of. The problem comes with losing trust in the Most High when we try to fix it on our own. That's not trust, bro. And I'm living proof of that. I done did it so many times, fixing it on my own, because y'all know how it is when you're a perfectionist. You don't like nothing to go wrong. Y'all know how it is, bro. To the men who bosses, bro, y'all know how it is to want to run your company and be organized and stable and disciplined. And to the women, you know how it is when you want everything just right for your parties and the events. And when you're dealing with difficult partners and friends who can't see your vision, how you know, it get difficult. So in order to keep from losing your cool and panic and doing things outside of your calling, trying to rush, you know, your stability and your success, what you do is let God pick your next move. I want y'all to type in the comments, God, pick my next move. Type that in the comments. God, please pick my next move. And let him. If he tell you to make a move February and he don't give you another move to August, you better stay in the pocket to August. It ain't meant for you to be rich yet. You need more work to do. You see? And I know y'all heard this before, but bro, I promise you, the blessings that the Most High gave me, that I have received and that I'm receiving now, I promise you, bro, I am so glad that he waited to give me what he has given me now, because I would have messed it up. I would have messed it up last year and year before, because the blessing that I would have got from that, I would have squandered it and used it for another purpose, because I still was bitter. I still wanted revenge on people that shitted on me when I came home, that betrayed me, that left me abandoned, that lied on my name, that threw crosses, slandered. I couldn't even, man, I can't even get into too much detail heavy, because I won't stay on topic about how much distraction came to me when it was time for me to step in what I was called to do. So much distraction. And guess what I had to do? I had to trust God in the moments. As bad as I didn't want to, as bad as I wanted to make it right for myself, I could get that business clear now. Were they talking shit? Let me go pull up. Let me go load up, strap up, and pull up. You feel me? They slandering my name. Let me go pull up. See, that's what Satan said. Satan be having us feeling like that. Go pull up. Go show them you ain't pussy. Show them why you did 10.5 years in prison. Show them why you was in a hole for 6 months. Show them. But guess what God telling me? Be patient. God telling me be patient. Satan telling me go punch somebody down or go shoot somebody till they catch on fire. So me being a 3-time loser, y'all, I had to trust in God. I couldn't bite on that. My desire is telling me, don't worry about what God said. My desire telling me, go fix it now. You got the power to go do it now. But something telling me, my divinity was telling me, my soul was telling me, chill, bro. Wait on God. You don't waited this long. Because see, some of y'all, the devil ain't showed up until you started doing good. He ain't been showing up until you started working on yourself. Some of y'all just started some fire projects. You're just getting on your feet. You've been feeling good about yourself. You're starting to see some fruition where God showed you what's going to happen. And now, here it come again. What's happening is the Most High got to see, are you ready? Did you pass all them tests? Are you still going to try to figure it out on your own? Are you ready to receive everything that I have for you? Are you ready to trust me completely this time? And I want to, y'all. Like I told him, and I've been trying my best to trust him more than what I've been doing myself. I'm talking about trusting with every decision, every move got to be done through him, not some, every move. What you mean, Seven Man? I'm talking about soon. You want to start a business? You better have made sure God told you to do it. And let me show y'all something, bro, why this on my mind. All y'all who's saying I want to be an entrepreneur, and I know that's the way. I know that's the way for everybody to be having something going on with, hustling and businesses. But let me tell you something, bro. If you gonna start a business, it's something called, you could be making a business just to make money, or they got something called kingdom building business. Well, what's a kingdom building business? The businesses that you make, that you come up with, are dedicated to God, to service for him. You see? Meaning when you create a business, you created this avenue to serve some type of demographic, and all of it is done in the name of the Most High. So your business is backed by spiritual protection. Your rewards are backed by God. Your clients, you see? But some of y'all, you just starting a business to make money. You don't have no spiritual backing behind that. God ain't told you start that business. You did it because you wanted to do it. You didn't have God nowhere. Tell the truth. When y'all started that, some of y'all starting these clothing lines and perfumes, you did. And all type of, but did God give you the instruction to do that? And the results gonna show. Your life gonna testify against you. If your business was launched on behalf of the Most High and God divinely guided you to do that, to serve a demographic, well, guess what? That's gonna be a successful business. Chick-fil-A, I always give that. Chick-fil-A is one of the businesses that is kingdom reign. The owner of Chick-fil-A, he dedicated that business toward the Most High. It's a kingdom building business. To you, it's a fast food chain. But to the owner, he made sure that when he created that it observed and God was in the midst of that business. And that's why y'all see Chick-fil-A with a crackhead line around that. Like they running a crackhead line, like they're running a rockhead house. You did? Every time you go to Chick-fil-A, 3-4 lines wrapped around the building. That's God. That wasn't him saying, oh, I want to start a food line so everybody, can eat some fire chicken. No, I'm going to start a food line that's going to be holistic, but I want God to back this business. God, I want to start a business and have the best chicken sandwiches in the world, but I want this business to be dedicated to you. So let it be done in your name and send me the clients in Jesus' name. That business got 100% success rate. Oh, but if you laid there and saw your partner start a business and you just said you just was hating on some envious type vibe, I'm going to start me a business. It's already fraudulent. You ain't trusting God. You trust yourself. Your poor friend don't know no better. Your friend is operating in divine purpose and done started this business because God, and you don't know the hardships they had to go through to do that. You don't know the trial and tribulation and the breakthrough they had to go through before God allowed that business to take off. That's the problem. Mouth be on other people, your eyes on other people's business, but you don't trust God. You don't have your hand or your eye on him. You watching somebody else that he blessing. And you want their blessing. And the Most High calling and saying, trust in me and you could get your own blessing. You don't have to look at them for their blessing. I gave that to them, and if you touch it, I'm on your ass. Our job is not to worry about nothing going on the outside of us, bro. Meaning you can't fix nobody, no place, and no thing without spiritual backing anyway. But you can serve people, places, and things with the power of the Most High. So he calling us today in this sense, bro, to seek his will in what he do. Seek his will. Well, what you mean, Seven? When you create, is it in alignment with what he called you to do? I would suggest you find out what you're supposed to be doing first before you go to create. That way you can know what lane you should be in creating and where your assets and where your companies and your business is going to be. What demographic you serve. But if you just up there hustling, trying to get rich, you starting all type of things and don't know where you're going to come. God ain't nowhere in the midst. Some of us, bro, nothing is taking fruition. Nothing is manifesting because you do not have a spiritual backing. You do not have God in the center of what you create. And you most definitely not seeking his will in what you're doing. You seeking your own will. So the good news is when you step out, when you have an idea and you include God in it, when you include the Most High, listen, he said, seek ye first and all these things shall be added unto you. As long, I'm going to say it again, as long as God is included. As long as God is included, bro, guess what happened? It's going to take off. As long as he included. Because guess what he going to do? If you, let's say you wanted to go play sports. This is your desire. God, I want to play sports. You don't have no connections. You don't have no resources. You feel me? You don't know how you're going to do it. But guess what? If you say, God, I want to play sports and I want to use sports to magnify your name here. I want to use sports to glorify your name. Well, guess what he's going to do? He's going to make sure that when he give you what you want, it's in alignment with his will. That's all that means, bro. He going to make it work toward his will. If you say, I want to play sports, you know, and glorify your name with it, Father, you know, I want to just use sports and do it like that. He's going to put you in a position now where you could do sports and glorify them because you ask. You see? You ask. What's up, Baby John? What's up, Makai? You ask. That's why he said, ask and you shall receive, huh? I believe that. Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door will be open unto you. But if you don't ask, you don't receive. If you ain't looking for God, you ain't going to find him. And if you ain't knocking at his door, how you going to answer? Some of these situations we getting into, bro, you not even searching God out for. You just all about you. You trying to figure it out for yourself. I got it. I told my partner the other day, you know, we're praying to the Most High and ignoring him is like, some of us praying to the Most High and asking God, you know, help my children. God, help me get a new job. Help me get a car. Help me get this. You're asking, like you're treating them like a genie anyway, and you ain't putting in no work. You're asking for things, not listening. You're asking and not keeping still to receive the message. Then you're asking for them and then ignore them. Well, what you mean, Seven? It's just like driving an Uber. He said, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Not meaning partially trust in him completely. Or what you mean, Seven? Okay, when you call an Uber, Some of y'all trust the Uber driver more than you trust God. You don't know that Uber driver. He could be a sexual predator, rapist. And you're saying, oh, I need a ride to such and such. And you put the directions in, and then boom, they pull up to your door. But let me show you how you're treating the Most High. Treating the Most High like an Uber, meaning you calling on God, and when he pull up to the door to take you on your ride, to take you to your destination, you tell God, no, never mind, I'm a drive. And you make God get out the Uber car, and you get in the driver's seat and put him in the back seat. You don't know where to go. You don't have the destination. You don't have the car. So we got to start letting the Most High, we got to trust him to drive us to the destination we need to get to. That makes sense to y'all? I kind of put it in a little way we all can understand. The model diggers. I know all of us done called the Uber and the Lyft. You did? But some of us, when we got to get to that destination, you trust that Uber driver and that Lyft driver more than you trust in God, man. So stop calling on God and you're not going to let him drive you to the destination. Go ahead and drive yourself there. Don't call on the Most High. Ask him to place you somewhere. Ask him to do something for you. Ask him to restore you, heal you, and then you try to go do it yourself. Never mind, God, I got it. I got it. See, that's pride and ego, bro. You don't have it. We walking with God on this walk. That means it's a walk with him, not away from him, not on your own. If God made a creation, he wants to interact with his creation, love his creation, relationship. Jesus died on the cross so that you can develop a relationship again, that you can have your relationship back with the Creator. He built the bridge. He was the sole bridge to get back to the Most High because we had lost it. You feel me? It's not an easy thing, bro. But one thing that's easy is I know I could trust God, bro. God saved me from 2 life sentences, you heard? He saved me from betrayal. He saved me from self-destruction, addiction. No, that wasn't nobody else had me in no jam like that. I suffer with addiction. I suffer with betrayal. See, we could blame others, but we can't blame ourselves. Y'all mean to tell me you don't know what accountability is? I ain't blaming nobody else. I'll take my lick any day. But I'm the first to say, look, bro, I was wrong, man. Go ahead, clean me up, bro. I did that bad. Y'all know when y'all make the wrong decision because it don't be in alignment with your purpose. You know when you're with the wrong person. They're not showing no interest. Y'all not compatible. Y'all ain't praying together. You know when the family members that you got that's relatives ain't really your family. How long you gonna trust in your own thoughts? How long you gonna trust in your own emotions and your desires? The things that you want ain't cutting it. So eventually the lingo gotta change. The prayers gotta change. The way you talk to the Most High gotta change. The way you dealing with yourself and people gotta change. Meaning when you start conspiring and you go to looking around, say, God, look, I'm seeing how things going, but how you want it to go? This picture might not be real. So what's the real picture? It's like Matrix, like Neo. When they brought him and he popped them pill, right? He asked, he said, man, you want the red pill or the blue pill? You want the truth or you want to go back to living a lie? I trust God. I want the truth. So God, show me the truth about this. Show me who not meant for me. I trust you. Show me if I'm supposed to be filling out this job application. Show me if I'm supposed to be filling out this resume. Some of y'all done did all this resume. You done filled out this resume. You done went in. Not knowing God already had the gig right, man, you probably didn't have to do all that if you would have trusted him. That's why the blessing is delaying. Some of y'all delay blessings by not trusting. When you don't trust, what you're going to do? You're going to try to make it happen yourself. Some of y'all, you like that with your own people, huh? Tell the truth. You be saying, look, bro, I need you to take care of this for me. You're going to have that business. And he or she might say, I got you. I got you, bro. I got you, girl. And then you still backdoor them. You be like, man, look, let me go handle that business. They ain't gonna. And then your poor partners, or your whoever that is you trusted, when they be done really went to make the move for you, and you done went behind them and did it already. They said, girl, I was gonna do it while you. Oh, girl, you know how I'm mad, girl. I had to take care of that business. You know, my bad. Well, what you asked me to do it for? And this is what the Most High is saying. What you calling on him for if you're gonna do it yourself? Let me tell y'all something, bro, on the good news, and we're gonna land this plane. The Most High, if he's saying trust in the Lord with all your heart, that means trust him with everything, bro. Trust him with your children. Trust him with your thoughts. Trust him with your emotions. Even if it look confusing, bro. This is the art of manifestation and flow. You want to stay in flow? Let me show you something. Don't y'all notice the devil come after your relationship, your marriages, you know, good relationship with your kids. Like he come after the things that you love the most. He ain't coming after nothing you don't care about. Satan gonna come, and I call them the evil ones. The evil ones come through the things that you love the most. So you gotta trust God with the things that you love the most. You can't trust yourself with things you love the most, bro. You'll squander it. You'll lose them. And if you notice, the things that you try to hold and hold on to yourself, you lose it anyway, because you're clutching on that more than you're clutching on God. You're clutching on it, people, places, and things more than clutching to the Most High. Some of y'all, you'll clutch on the money and celebrities and anything that you feel will sustain you and get you by. The Most High said, love me with all your heart, mind, body, and soul. The four natural elements: your spirit, your mind, your vessel, and your emotions. This is what we have to do. Just work on that. Trust God with your essence. Every day you get up, it's like being a brand new baby. You ain't promised the next 10 minutes. So you say, Lord, thank you for another day. Let your will be done, not my will. This is a brand new day. I know things ain't going to go like it went yesterday. And we ain't promised the future. So for today, I'm ready for what? Whatever comes. Blessings, trials, and tribulations. Let your will be done. Now, when the day go to taking off, you know that everything that came was already meant. But if you step out here trusting yourself, guess what's going to happen? Every time you trust yourself, when things go to happen, you ain't gonna never know why it's happening. You're just gonna be trying to fix things. Everything go wrong, you're gonna try to hurry up and patch it up. How many of y'all done did that? Like an octopus. Everything go wrong, you try to patch it up right when it happened. And guess what? Especially to my beautiful women, you know, and I know y'all matriarchs, y'all nurturers, your supporters, your lovers. But even with that gift, the Most High telling y'all can't do it on your own either. You don't give birth on your own. You don't raise children on your own. You don't keep marriages on your own. You don't cook on your own. You don't rest on your own. Even when you sleep, even when your eyes is closed, God is working on you. Even when your eyes is closed, he's making sure your organs and your heart and your brain, endocrine system, your lymphatic system, your reproductive system, your nervous system, your skeletal system, the 11 systems of the body, he's making sure that they run without your cognizance, without your help. So the Most High calling today, brother, said, really trust him in this season. Trust him. If things go left, if it look weird, if it look crazy, you in the right position. It just look like that. But if it go to looking like that, Ask him, say, God, this don't look right. Like, show me what's up. Don't trust yourself. You feel me? And most definitely don't trust the illusion on outside of you. Don't trust no people, places, and things, especially if you get, I've been learning the discernment, bro. My lesson for the past 2 months been discernment, right? Not lingering too long and indecision making, meaning when God reveals something to you, be obedient and act on it right then and there. Stop acting, when he show you, don't be asking me saying, like, I wonder if God doing it. I wonder if he doing that right there. I wonder if he showed you that's what it is. Act on it so the next move could come. But if you sit up there saying, I wonder if, instead of asking them, when that move come, ask him, God, that's for me. And he gonna show you. He gonna say yeah or nay. Well, how he gonna talk to me? Yeah, he gonna talk to you. You know how you talk? He either gonna send a messenger or he gonna remove that person. He gonna make sure he gonna probably if that person or that place or thing meant for you is gonna show an additive, something that adds value. But if it ain't meant, he's gonna remove it, or he's gonna show you that it need to be removed by allowing the truth to be revealed. Something that's bad from him that's gonna happen that need to be removed. That's called discernment. Reject all good. Accept the good and reject the bad. Try to develop a discipline like that, even if it's coming from people you love. Accept the good. Don't accept the bad. I don't care how long they've been related to you. I don't care how long you've been knowing each other. If the Most High show you what it is, you can trust him. You can trust God to show you the real. But you can't trust yourself in a state of confusion. And God is not the author of confusion. So if you confused, that means you need to be talking to the Most High. You confused in a relationship, talk to the Most High. You confused about jobs, talk to the Most High. God, is that the job you want me to pursue? If that's not the job you want me to be at, Lord, send me the job. Send me around the people, places, and things that I'm supposed to be around. You see? Create your life as you walk with him. It's a walk with him. You ain't gotta be scared. It says, fear God. Fearing God is the beginning of knowledge. That's Proverbs 1:7. Fools despise wisdom and instruction. Fear represents honor and respect. As a creative, you respect your mom and your dad, even though they might not be the perfect parents. They might not be good parents. But God said, honor your father and mother, meaning respect. Respect the fact that these are the two parents that was your mediators to get here. That's all you need to know for God to bless you. Not meaning you got to kiss their ass. Not meaning mama always right, dad always. No. Because the Most High say, honor your father and your mother. And then they tell the mother and the father, don't provoke your children. So it's a balance. Love one another. Serve one another. Not use each other. Not manipulate, scheme, scam, trick, trap, plot, plan. Trust in the Most High. Schemes, scams. I'm going to land this plane after I say this. Schemes and scams, plans and plots, tricks and traps. They only come when you trusting in your own mind. You only going to come up with some type of scheme, trap, trick, plan, or plot because you don't have clarity on what to do. But when we know what to do, when we trust in the Most High, we just manifest. It don't be no tricks with it. It ain't no scam with manifestation. It ain't no plot. It ain't no movie script. When God tell you it's yes, and when it mean no, it's no. He not going to send you all around and about. He say, ask him, trust him. When he give you the answer, just be obedient and wait on the next move. I'm going to land that plane right there. All right, man. I'm going to land that plane right there. We spoke about the message of trust today. Trust. We spoke on trust today. To everybody who just start following my ministry, man, please tap in with me every morning. I got the True Seeing Ministries Instagram page now, and I'm focusing on putting daily devotion every morning. I do daily devotion and a verse of the day. So make sure that y'all follow True Seeing Ministries on Instagram as well. I do my sermons every Sunday at 11 a.m. So next Sunday, I will be here at 11 a.m. Make sure y'all tune in. I'm going to have something loaded every Sunday, bro. This is my ministry, and it's only to, seeing truth, sharing the truth, and saving the souls, bro. I want us to be on one accord when it comes to God and his truth. No separation. God said we supposed to be moving as a body. The sons and daughters of God, it ain't no separatism. It shouldn't be all these different religions. You feel me? And all this separatism. One God, you feel me? One creation. So this is what I came here to do, bro. So the message of truth, make sure y'all check it out. Share it with somebody. Make sure you listen in, study, and give all praise to the Most High. Also, if you want to check out my other ministries and my other sermons, make sure that you subscribe to this YouTube page, VII The Street Prophet. Follow me at VII The Street Prophet on all platforms, and look in the description on how to get in touch with me and if you want to support the channel. But please, 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 man, make sure that you follow me on all platforms, VII The Street Prophet and Truth Seeing Ministries on Instagram, bro. VII The Street Prophet on all platforms. That's YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Bigo Live for VII The Street Prophet. And for your daily devotion and your verse of the day, make sure y'all follow Truth Seeing Ministries on Instagram. This VII The Street Prophet signing out, bro. I'm gonna pray for y'all before I leave, and we're going to land that plane right there. All praise to the Most High. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord let his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord look upon you kindly and give you and your families much peace. And when we believe, we say your most holy name, and in Jesus' name, amen. It's VII The Street Prophet signing out, man. I'll see y'all next Sunday at 11 on True Seeing Ministries. All praise to the Most High. If you ain't with me, you're against me. 7 shots.